Yeah. Once again, I moved my previous recordings out of camera roll, which means that once again, there's probably a lot of videos you're never going to see. Um, there's two things on my mind. I want a quick shout out to the development team. Um, it looks like the presentation layer we can use JavaScript and React. And they claim you don't even need any HTML, so I'm not sure how they handle that, but maybe some kind of an emulator or something. But I like that direction. Anyhow, I was the recordings I wanted to make today is go back to the beginning. Well, what the next step is, because I'd like to avoid accepting venture capital, and and I think we can do it, but we need to increase our cash flow very quickly, very rapidly. So what the plan is to enter the market through meme coins or meme tokens because they're quick, easy. You need very minimal as far as smart contract stuff goes. In fact, I don't even know. I tried to go. Yeah, my one of my forays into the NFT market. Oh, by the way, I checked today, and the Ethereum ones at least seem to have a floor of like 12, 16,000. Too rich for my blood, but that gives you an idea how valuable they can be if you hit the market right. Um, so anyhow, we'll start with meme coins because they're about as minimal as you can get. But our insidious plan is, well, we don't have to, but the next after that, the version 2.0 or whatever is to take that meme coin and make it into a utility coin. Um, we'll have our own DEX, which is a distributed exchange. I've seen YouTube videos shows you how to do it, so we can do our own. I think that might be in Python, but I'm okay if it's running server side. See, the trick with uh, JavaScript running in a browser is anyone could go in and read it and possibly modify it too. But you can't hide it on the client side. So something like PHP or Python or something. If it's running on the server side, well, it doesn't matter so much if your code's exposed because theoretically your system should be hardened so that nobody that's unauthorized should be looking at those files anyhow. Although I do have some stories along that lines too. Kind of like an oops. Okay, so I don't want to go that direction. Meme coin, meme token. The difference between, yeah, I don't want to get into that. So we got to get one token made, and I don't even care if it's one token, literally. And we need to be drilling down and learning about smart contract because if the meme token market is lucrative enough, I want to move towards a publishing model, which looks something like this. Um, because you can make as many tokens as you want, right? Very casually, even once you uh, have gone through it and know how. So what I envision is a monthly release of like 4 tokens, 4 to 12 tokens, depending on, how the flow is going, both creative wise, content providers and uh, market side. So, and we need to get really proficient with wallets. But what that DX, that initial DX does is we can open up to people buy stuff from us, and we don't need to be accepted by something like Coinbase or Uniswap or whatever. Yeah, we need to look into Uniswap more too. Anyhow, so that's the first 3 months or so. We'd be getting up to speed with that operation. Once we've got that going, although if I have the people, again, a lot of teams will be working in parallel because then we want to go to NFTs, and I won't get into all the possibilities with NFT. The public isn't the mundanes, the muggles aren't aware of the potential of NFTs yet. I covered in some of my recordings how I can foresee that an NFT could be used as a key to a DApp, and unless there's some use case reason, you don't need a user account password. So how much, one of my things I say, what do I always say? Talking about cybersecurity is if it ain't there, they can't find it. Or you might say, if you're not exposed, they can't connect to it. You know? So that's the ideal, and that's one of those hardening things with an internet technology computer. Typically, was you go down your exposed ports and shut as many down as you need. Like, say this isn't an email server, there shouldn't be any requests for SMTP, so just close down that port. They come looking and saying, probing for. See, that's what. See, the gray hats or the black hats, they come in and they start probing for open port, and when they find some, they start looking to see if they can hack it. So anyhow, NFTs and D apps. Oh my God, that's huge. That's huge. And I think just about any NFT is going to need to have like a D app. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Trust and authority. I've been it's been on my mind many ways how you can establish authority. You can kind of craft it. Anyhow, getting back. So then we want to have NFTs and whatever content we put in them. Yeah, we want to be cloud native because one of the weaknesses with NFTs right now, without getting into all their possibilities, saying you bought this NFT and you think, oh, I got this image of a painting or something, right? Well, as it's being done now, as I understand it, is the back end, the image isn't in the NFT really. There's a URL pointing to a web server that hosts the image. So that's a huge weakness because what if the web hosting goes down? It's on Humdinger or whatever they're calling it, um, and they're out of business now. So all the accounts that were, or more likely, the person that was paying Humdinger to post this, it isn't paying anymore, so the account's been shut down. All these things, it's a major weakness, and I, as a purchaser, don't want to put up with that. But our NFTs will be housed, will be in the cloud. It'll be cloud native. So, um, we should be able to set it up so that things have a persistence that has nothing to do with us as the publishers or producers or minters or whatever. In my business plan, I'm calling it Unicorn Mint, which has a bit of a backstory. So yeah, within a year, let's see, going 3 months. Say with a year, we've got. God, it keeps seeming to me like as soon as a month starts, it's already halfway through, and then very soon over. My time is it's going by so fast. So yeah, we smoke and mirrors, the gray areas. We can do what everyone else is doing. I've got web hosting, put the images on there and point to it to get us down the line. But our intention is to redo those or buy them out of the market or whatever the story is and point them to our cloud native system. Yeah, an observation that's occurring to me is yeah, we might start with Filecoin or IPIFS, whatever the file says, IPFS, I guess, and ICP, of course. But I've seen others that are evidently trying to do basically the same thing. Yeah, so, as a systems analyst, or I should say, as a systems developer, because ideally you're not even talking about implementation until you get down to well into development and has done an analysis of what's out there and what we can do and what are our choices, what do we want to do. So there might be others. I mean, every day I'm learning new stuff. So, so anyhow, NFT is a key to a D app, which is basically a swarm of agents. Swarm might not be the right term, but I like it. And us computer types just want to have fun. Oh my gosh, I got to bounce.